Get into a comfortable meditation position. Without controlling the breath, begin to notice and connect with your breath in whatever way works best for you. Perhaps you notice the feeling of the air on your nose, passing by your nostrils as you breathe. You might even notice the coolness of the air as you inhale, and the warmth of the air as you exhale. Or you might notice the rhythm of your breath today, tuning in to the feeling of your body rising and falling with each inhale and exhale. Or perhaps you follow the path of the breath through the body and notice where the breath is stopping today. If it's collecting in the belly, gathering in the chest, or stopping at the throat. If you do notice urges to change or control your breath, see if you can just be with this urge without acting on it. If not, just observe what this tension and experience feels like. And then I invite you to take hold of the breath. Draw the breath as deep into your belly as possible and hold it there for a few moments before slowly, steadily releasing every drop of air that you can from the belly. The intention is to fill the belly with air like a balloon, and then to focus on the exhale, to draw out the exhale, letting the exhale lengthen and linger, releasing every drop of air that you can, and then breathing as deeply into the belly as you can as you inhale. Take a few big, deep belly breaths this way. And then release the breath and shift your attention from the breath to your body. You might even scan the body briefly and notice any sensations within the body, anything that the body is holding on to today. You might even ask yourself the question, where do I feel the day today? As you pay attention to sensation in the body, pay particular attention to any sensation that may be attributed to emotion within the body. Be gentle and kind with yourself as you notice how you feel. But also see how deeply you can move into the sensations of emotion. Take note of where you might feel tight or closed off. Or take note of any areas that you may feel like you want to avoid, where you feel like it might be too much to explore, where the sensation may be raw or frightening. Be gentle with these areas, but also notice any urge to turn away from the body. Perhaps you start thinking to distract yourself. Or perhaps you notice yourself desperately trying to pay attention to something else to avoid feeling the emotions that are in your body. Especially if we experience painful, uncomfortable, or difficult emotions, we tend to turn away from these feelings within. Our minds, bodies, senses have ways of avoiding these feelings. So if you notice this urge, this wanting to turn away from your feelings, just acknowledge it. And then keep returning to the sensation within the body. Though it may be difficult or painful, see if you can gently and with compassion stay with the emotions that you feel within your body. Allowing yourself to experience these emotions is what will eventually allow you to release them. Any loss causes pain. If you've experienced a loss, a change, a transition that felt negative for any reason, it is so natural to experience painful emotion. It's still difficult, but your feelings are true and valid and part of your process. Or even less negative feelings like numbness, sometimes humor, sometimes confusing emotions can come up. These are absolutely true and valid too. They are simply just part of your process. If you recognize pain, difficulty, or confusing emotions, see if you can just acknowledge them. Notice that they're there and see what it's like to experience them while sending some compassion to yourself, some love and kindness. You might also offer words of compassion, kindness, or comfort to yourself. Is there anything you might like to say to yourself right now to soothe you, to acknowledge how you feel and bring validity and comfort? I invite you to repeat the following to yourself. I see your pain, and I am so sorry you are hurting. I love you, and I am here to just be with you as you grieve. I see your pain, and I am so sorry that you are hurting. I love you, and I am here to just be with you as you grieve. I see your pain, and I am so sorry that you are hurting. I love you, and I'm here to just be with you as you grieve. Notice how it feels to offer yourself kindness, compassion, as you experience this confusion or pain. Notice what it feels like to allow yourself to be with the pain, to be with your feelings, to acknowledge any hurt, suffering, disorientation, worry, confusion, and know that those feelings are simply trying to show you what you need, that they are valid, that there is nothing wrong with you. You are okay, even when you're hurting. So much of life is out of our control. And so when we lose things, people, or parts of ourselves that we loved, we honor ourselves by being kind to ourselves as we grieve the loss. When we hurt, when we have lost, it can be easy to blame ourselves, to become angry and turn on ourselves, getting mad at ourselves for allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, to be hurt. Or we get mad at ourselves for not being good enough, or for what we perceive as mistakes. I invite you to search within and see if you can notice and acknowledge any blame you may be giving yourself. You can even ask yourself, do I feel like I did something wrong? Trust whatever comes up. Do I feel like I was not good enough? And trust whatever comes up. Am I blaming myself for what happened? And trust whatever comes up. Whatever came up, any thoughts of blame or anger toward yourself are absolutely normal. They are so natural, but they aren't true. Sometimes things just don't work out. Sometimes things aren't a fit for us and our lives. Or sometimes others need to take another path. It's out of our hands. Right now, see if you can choose to forgive yourself, even just a little. See if you can choose to let go of anger just a little. You may even place a hand on your heart and repeat the following toward yourself with love, kindness, and compassion. This loss is not my fault. I am enough, and I will open myself to love and life again. This loss is not my fault. I am enough, and I will open myself to love and life again. This loss is not my fault. I choose to love myself as I am. I am whole, and I will open myself to love and life again. Now return to your breath. Imagine with each inhale drawing in pure, white, cleansing light. This beautiful white light heals and cleanses you as it fills you. It penetrates deep into your cells, into every part of you, and begins to heal you from within. Perhaps slowly, but surely, with time, this beautiful white light will continue to heal you, to remind you that you are beautiful. You are whole, all on your own. You have light and life to share. With each inhale, continue to breathe in this pure white light and remind yourself, you are beautiful. You are whole, all on your own. You have light and life to share. You are beautiful. You are whole, all on your own. You have light and life to share. As you continue to breathe in the white light, with each exhale, imagine collecting some of your pain and hurt or anger and negativity that you feel within your body, collecting it at your core and then releasing it through the breath as black smoke. The smoke just evaporates into the air around you. It doesn't harm anything, it just floats away. Breathe like this for a few moments, drawing in the pure white cleansing light as you inhale and releasing your negativity as smoke as you exhale. I invite you to remember that letting go does not mean that you need to forget. Letting go doesn't mean that people, experiences, or even parts of ourselves that meant something once no longer meant anything. Even take a moment to acknowledge, what did you love and value about who you are through the person, experience, or self-concepts that you may have recently lost? Even if things are different now, what loss in yourself are you grieving for? Then I invite you to consider how you might still be that person. Imagine who you want to be in the future as you move forward with everything that you learned from the person, people, or experiences that may be changing now. What do you bring forward? And imagine yourself in the future with this learning, these new bright qualities. I invite you to offer up a wish just for you, for your future, for what you want for yourself. Offer up a kind, loving wish for yourself. Finally, I invite you to place a hand on your heart or wherever feels comforting for you, and repeat the following toward yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I love and accept myself just the way I am. May I learn and grow from every experience, no matter how difficult. May I find freedom from suffering. May I be an example of peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I love and accept myself just the way I am. May I learn and grow from every experience, no matter how difficult. May I find freedom from suffering. May I be an example of peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I love and accept myself just the way I am. May I learn and grow from every experience, no matter how difficult. May I find freedom from suffering. And may I be an example of peace. Finish by coming back to the breath, noticing how you now feel within your body. You may even ask yourself the question, what do I now know? What have I learned from this meditation experience? You can continue to consider your answer to this question as you hear the chime of the meditation bells. At the end of the third bell, you can open your eyes and come back to the room.